In this episode of Redbeard
and Cueball,
we're talking about tools for content creation. If you're looking to become a podcaster, a live streamer, or to take your demos and music to the next level, we got some awesome new tools coming up. Everybody is crazed right now about content creation.
yes, everyone is.
You want to be a podcaster?
I do.
You want to be a vodcaster?
I want to be a vodcaster.
You want to be an influencer?
Micro-influencer.
You have to start making content.
That's true.
But when you start making content, it can be overwhelming.
It is. You got to buy a lot of stuff.
You have to look at all this gear and what microphone do I buy? So if you're looking to dip your toe into the ocean of content creation, we got some really cool tools for you to figure out what's right for you.
Yep.
So I want to start off with this DR5X.
It's pretty cool.
So this thing is amazing. So first of all, stereo recorder.
Yep.
Okay. Handheld, obviously portable, right?
Very portable. Lightweight.
You never know when inspiration is going to strike.
That is true.
As a musician, you could have an idea anywhere you are, and at the push of a button, you're documenting that idea. There's nothing worse than coming up with a melody like skibidi bop ba doodly doo and forgetting it, right?
Yes.
I can just press record it right into there, and I'm saving all of my ideas. So as a musician or a writer, or even if you want to become an author, you just talk your book right into this and have somebody transcribe it, and boom, put it on Amazon, right to the top of the charts.
Exactly.
Additionally, USB.
Yes. So you can use it as a USB interface or microphones. So Zoom meeting, Teams, anything like that. If you need to step up your game with a better microphone, but also want to be recording and doing other things with it, you got this guy.
So just mount this guy up. It's out of sight, so people wonder, where is this microphone? It sounds great. And you can do things like podcast with it. So you could do a live stream podcast or just podcast right into this. And finally, podcasts that are audio journalistic style are like the rage. You ever heard of Serial, the podcast Serial?
Yes, I have.
Just sold to the New York Times for $25 million, okay? And this would be a perfect unit to do some type of audio journalistic interview. You set it on the table, you ask somebody questions, you cut that into your podcast. So this thing is just, it sounds great, it's easy to use, micro SD card.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to use. One of the other cool things, it does have a shoe mount, so I can actually mount this on my DSLR. So if you're into videography, you need a good audio source, you can use this. I've got a backup that I'm recording, but I also have an external out that I can
right
go
into the
direct
camera.
my camera. So it's a pretty good all around unit, lightweight, easy to use. I love it.
I love that too, and I don't want to miss out the opportunity to talk about the DR10L. So this is the little mini lav pack.
The little mini lav.
So I've got this mounted on my camera.
Yep.
We're out and about, and you and I both know there's nothing worse than forgetting to record audio or getting bad audio for your video.
We've never done that.
So this will be a great piece. It comes with a lav mic. It's got a little miniature body pack, and you're able to mic up your subject, or maybe it's a wedding, right? You want to...
Yeah, videographer, put this on, on the officiant of the ceremony and pick up what's going on. But you don't have to worry about getting that audio back to the camera. You can add that later.
Right. So you can just record it directly to this device, and you have a backup to your DSLR mount audio. So what we're trying to express to you here as a content creator, you want to set yourself up to succeed, make sure that your audio is killer, and also make sure that you're not missing audio when you need it. All right, moving right along here, the big brother.
The big brother, the DR40X.
40X.
It's 40 times cooler. I don't know.
Of course it is.
Well, what the 40 stands for is it's actually a 4-track recorder. So this is kind of cool in that I've got my built-in microphones, and you can actually change kind of the mode that you're recording in. You can have like an XY configuration, stereo, left, right. But it also has a couple XLRs on the bottom of the unit. So I can actually bring audio, other microphones in. I can also use it for like a line level in. So like maybe if I'm a band, I can do a recording through the microphones of the performance in the room, but then I can also take a board feed coming off line level in.
Handles 125 dB.
That's loud.
That's like my Marshall amp turned up to
11?
8.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. But yeah, they a ton of SPL handling, so it's great for documenting those musical performances. I'm not going to encourage bootlegging, but make a good bootleg.
Yeah. Well, if you're a band, you should always be documenting your performances and
true.
reviewing them so you get better.
That is true.
Okay, so we're also using this right now during our podcast as a backup recorder to the audio we're putting into our microphones.
Yes.
If all heck breaks loose and our recorder breaks, we know that we've got audio coming in. So we're backing up another backup.
Have you ever, forget to hit record before we did one of these?
All the time.
All the time. So this is another cool feature on this guy. There's what's called pre-record. So I can actually set this up to know before I press record. It's going to listen to me. It's going to be recording before I record, which is awesome. So I've done this before. You like in the heat of the moment, the show starts. You're like, oh man, forgot to hit the recorder.
Yep.
So you can hit that and it's going to record. I think I got it set up right now for 5 seconds. So it's going to be recording 5 seconds
before you press the record button.
It knows what I want to do.
That's great.
It is pretty cool.
I love that.
This also can be used as a USB interface. So again, just like the little guy we talked about earlier, we can use the microphones directly in for like Zoom or Teams or anything like that. Or we can bring in external microphones and use that as a USB interface.
I love it. I'm super into live streaming right now. So this would be a perfect way where I can live stream if I'm at home, take this on the go, guest and host.
Yes.
Or co-hosts.
Co-hosts.
Plug right into this. You've got backup mics that you can configure in XY or AB, and you're recording audio directly into it. This thing's actually got a tuner built into it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you could plug in your guitar and a microphone and tune your guitar real quickly and document a song idea. Or just record a song. There's all kinds of different ways to get your music out there very easily. So why not just record it digitally analog?
Yeah, it's digitally analog.
No DAW, no Pro Tools.
No Pro Tools, no DAWs.
So DR40X is a great companion for anybody looking to do video, audio, music, podcasting. It's a super cool tool.
Yeah.
So that's the portable section of our cool new tools.
So let's move into the studio.
Let's talk to the studio. Let's move this guy out of the way here.
We're in the studio. We need a good studio interface.
Yes.
So we've got the Series 102i, 2-channel. Actually, it's more than 2 channels, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But this is a USB interface, and it's got some really cool features. So it's got 2 XLR combo jacks on the front, so I can bring an instrument in, I can bring an XLR in. You also notice that it has a switch, so it's got an instrument level, a mic level, and a line level option on there, which is pretty cool.
You know what I really like about this switch is that a lot of interfaces have, either like some type of button you press that does it internally or like a push button. You never really know where it's at. This one, you can be absolutely sure you're on the right input.
Exactly. It's got some really cool features here. So it's got 2 headphone outputs. So in the case of co-host, bro host, whatever you want to call it, bro host, we could be wearing headphones and have individual volume controls over there. We also have a monitor output. So if I had monitors in the room, I can be routing audio that way, which is pretty rad.
How about monitor balance? Let's talk
there
about
is
this.
Monitor balance.
Yeah.
So this is kind of cool. So problem with recording is if you listen to your monitoring off your computer, it's gonna be delayed. You're recording, so it's kind of hard to perform as a musician or even talk sometimes. We'll listen to yourself through a delay.
Yep.
So it has this monitor balance. So I can actually choose whether I'm monitoring off the inputs directly from the interface or if I'm monitoring from the computer.
Yep.
Or I can do a blend of them, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool to be able to find your own balance.
Yes. So on the back of the unit, turn this bad boy around. So we've got some MIDI control. There's the balance line out for the monitors. So like if I've got active monitors for my rig, I've got that output. I also have this optical input. So we've got an expansion unit here. It's on the bottom. The Series 8P, which is going to give me 8 more additional preamps that I can actually go into optically into the 102i. And I've got the ability to control all those inputs through the cool software that they give you.
Yeah, this is a great piece. So anybody who's starting to get into home recording, you will inevitably buy a 2-channel interface.
It's the easiest. It's the best place to start.
Right. It's the guitar plus the vocal input, right?
Exactly.
But eventually you're going to get really excited and really good at recording, and you're going to go, I want to record an entire drum set. right?
Then I have to buy a new interface.
Then I have to what? I have to buy a whole new interface. And once you get into the 8-channel interfaces, they tend to be really expensive, right?
Yep.
But Tascam has given you the ability to just link this up, expand the already great system that you have, and now we're up to 10 inputs.
Yep.
So that's a drum set, bass player, guitar player, singer, potentially, depending on how you mic things up. But
Exactly.
you're able to just do that. And I have to really say I'm super impressed with the build of these. I really like the feet that they put on this. They've made it really easy for you to plug something in if this is just sat on a desk.
Yep.
Where it's not flat on the ground where you got to pick it up. You can really get the inputs in very easily. And this is a very sturdy build. I don't know if you can really tell from the video, but like this is a metal chassis and it's very heavy, and this is not a toy.
Not a toy. No, definitely not.
So
as a live sound guy, I use interfaces for doing smart tuning.
oh yeah.
So this is a great portable unit that's smaller. You can throw it in the gig box. Got a couple mic inputs or reference that you can come back into. You can always go with one of the larger units too if you want to have multiple mics. So it's really versatile. So from recording in the studio to live stuff, you've got a ton of options.
Yeah. So musicians, podcasters, vodcasters, live streamers, Twitchers. This is a great Twitchers.
Twitchers.
Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll call them Twitchers.
All right.
This is a great piece. Now, the 208i.
The 208i. So this gives you 4 XLR inputs on it. A lot of the same features, the dual headphones, the monitor outputs. It does give you the ability to expand with the 8-channel mic pre's, but I can actually connect to 2 of them, so I can be up to 20 inputs.
Wow.
Which is pretty cool.
That's like recording an orchestra.
I don't know about that, but maybe
you could.
Yeah, that's true.
A small orchestra.
Small orchestra. You're throwing me off there, Travis, with the orchestras.
So 2, 4, and then the 8 expansion. So the combinations are really unlimited for you as far as what you're doing. Beautiful build, HDDA microphone preamps.
Yes.
So these are not cheap preamps. These are very high quality preamps that are going to get you a really great input level. And there's also software that goes along with this.
Yeah, there's software that goes along with it to be able to make all the adjustments for the unit. But I've got things like EQ on every channel. I've got a built-in compressor on every channel, which is cool. I also have built-in effects, so I can choose like different reverbs and things like that. So again, really makes it easy. They also package it with a bunch of different software for content creators.
Yep,
That you can do a lot of stuff in post. You've got that as a partnership software.
Yeah, so you're going to get a free DAW and some mixing and mastering plugins right out of the box here with this. So it's like a one-stop shop for somebody who wants to create content, right? So these are really great pieces, and we highly recommend them for musicians, studios, even podcasting, really awesome tools for you. So the last piece of the puzzle here is a tease.
Can we do the snap thing?
Oh, sure. Snap thing. All right, let's get let's get it going. Ready?
The Model 12. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Whoa.
There's always something screwy with that.
It is. So this is just a teaser. We're not going to get into this. We're going to do this on What the Tech Volume 3.
Yes, 2.1.
2.1? Yes. So the Model 12, I'm really excited to get into this one. This is pretty much your whole studio all in one, whether it's live recording, podcasting. It's got some really cool features. So we're going to talk about that.
It's a mixer interface, recorder, controller. So you can do it. Maybe you're one of those people who doesn't feel comfortable with a DAW, right? That's
true.
You got everything you need right here to create music, to do a live show. This is really cool, but it's a little more, it's not complicated as much as it is so many features that it would be very hard for us to digest it into one small video. So we're going to make some extra content.
Yes.
Because we're content creators. All right, so that wraps up episode 2 of What the Tech.
What the Tech.
We hope that we've inspired you with some great tools so you can create content, music,
vlogcasting, podcasting,
twitching, TikTokers.
I don't know. Yeah,
maybe. I don't know. Sure. Well, that was a lot of fun. Let us know what you thought of the episode, or if there's anything you want us to review or talk about, hit us up in the comments, and make sure you also share what content you're creating.
Yes. Would love to see what you guys are doing out there. And remember, like and subscribe.
Yeah,
and
don't
share.
forget to like and subscribe, and hit us down below with what's your favorite content creating tool. We want to know.
All right.
All right, cheers, man.